Hey guys, welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. So if you're new here, my name is Blair. Welcome to my beauty space. So today I want to do a MAC haul. Recently, MAC at Nordstrom has 15% off. So I took advantage of that and I bought some really exciting goodies. So I want to share with you guys. So yeah, if you're interested in what I got, just please keep watching. Alright, so I have to admit, the reason why I am really interested in MAC right now is because of their new contour palette. So I have heard great things about MAC contour powders throughout the years when I first started watching YouTube. I know like YouTubers always like pull out a single like pan contour and be like, you know, this is MAC, it's really good, I'm gonna contour this. So I just really want to try MAC, but then Anastasia came along, so I just jumped on the contour palette, kind of like a trend instead of singular contour. So finally, MAC hear what the consumers want and come out with their own contour palette. How can I miss out on it? And especially when I have 15% off, I'm like, that's perfect. So here is the contour palette right here. I really love this packaging, and these are all the functions that it claims to have with this contour palette. So it will emphasize cream, accentuate, taupe, scalp, and a bone beige. So especially with bone beige, I think you can also use that to highlight underneath your eyebrow bone. So I just really love it. I just think this is such like, you know, an exciting product because I know their powder is really good, because otherwise why would people like rave about it? So I think it is time they have their own palette. So let's open it up, shall we? Here is the inside looks like. First off, the packaging is plastic. I really like it because I just feel like it's a little bit more like durable, and also it's like closed shut. So you don't have to worry when you're traveling, the case might open and then you might have all the stuff just, you know, digging into your powder. So I really love it. I think it's very travel friendly. So the other thing that I really love is that the whole design of the packaging matches the card box that come with, because I know that some brands will just have one beautiful cardboard packaging, but then inside it's a different one, and who saves box, you know what I'm saying? Like people usually throw away box. So I just feel like, you know, why bother to just put so much beautiful things on if you're not gonna put on the actual products. So I love the fact that, you know, MAC actually keep it consistent. So yeah, that's like the appearance wise. And also for this product, it is 14.4 gram in total, and it has 6 shades. So it breaks down to like 2.5, 2.6, kind of like in that range. It's pretty standard. So yeah, let's just open it, shall we? So once you open it up, this is what it looks like. First, you have this, you know, separator, and it has all the names on top. But you know what? I just don't like that it put only on this one instead of the actual product, because I'm not going to keep the separator. So now I still don't know like which one is which color, you know, how should I use which, because these names are also very functional. It's not just like a brown, medium brown, it's like accentuate and emphasize and cream and a bone beige, you know, so that's kind of name. So it will be really helpful. They can just put all these names underneath, because I do feel like there are space here, you know. I don't think it's like super like crowded together that you couldn't really do that. So I don't understand why they won't do that. But let's just put that aside. Here are all the shades. This really reminds me of Anastasia contour palette. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like they're almost twins. Actually, I have this one by my side. So here is the Anastasia palette, and as you can see, this one is kind of like the cardboard packaging instead of like a plastic. So I think MAC definitely stepped up a little bit, but this one has 3.0 gram each. So this has more products. And inside here are the shades. Look how similar. Let me hold it up. So give me a sec. Let me hold it up for you guys. This is Anastasia and this is MAC. Oh my goodness. They're really similar. But one thing I noticed is that Anastasia is refillable. See, with all the little refillable gap. But MAC, I don't think so. I think it might be really hard to refill, to be honest. So that I don't really like. But yeah, in terms of the colors, they're so similar. But Anastasia actually have more product because Anastasia is 3.0 and MAC is 2.4, even though the MAC pen might be a little bit bigger, but it could be that it's a little bit more like shallow when you fill it up, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, those are my initial reactions, and I am definitely going to do a side-by-side comparison like this so that you guys can see how they performs on my skin and how do I like them. So yeah, definitely stay tuned for that. And that's the first item I got. Alright, the next item I got is something that I actually wanted to get for so long, I just forget about it. But recently, I started to watch some of the Kathleen Light's older videos because I know her like since 2014, I think, but I didn't like follow her like so religiously, like every single video she put out like I watch. So I skip some videos depending on like what's my interest. So now I have a little bit more time. I just want to go back to her old videos because I do really love her, and I think she's very genuine. Like, she's a very nice person, and she always talk about very in-depth reviews about everything. So that's why I trust her opinion. So when I noticed in her 2014 video that she likes one of the shadows in MAC, I'm like, oh, just get it. I need to get it. If Kathleen Lights like it, I need to get it. And with 15% off, like, why not? So it is a MAC eyeshadow in the shade Amber Lights, and this is the Frost version. I don't know if hers is the Frost version, but mine definitely is. So I need to do a little bit more investigating. This might be a new color, who knows? But I think I'm going to keep this color just because look at the color. I just love it so much. I feel like this color is not very common, to be honest. Look right here, it has like a gold coppery undertone to it that I really like. I just really feel like it's a good shade, and I love that it's Frost because I love those kind of shimmer. I feel like they're very easy to use, and it's very like, you know, beginner friendly because you don't really need like more intense blending skills. You just use your finger, dip into it, and then put it on your eyelid. I think voila, your job is done. So I just really love it. I for sure will keep this in my collection, and yeah, I just love it. So yeah, this is in the shade Amber Lights. Alright, moving on, the next product I got is also a new product. It's actually in the same line with the contour palette, so I think they come out in the same time. So this is the new Studio Fix 24-Hour Smooth Wear Concealer, and I am in the shade NC25. I love that now they make like the shade really like big and bold so that you won't miss it, right? So sometimes, you know, when sales associate trying to find the shade or whatever, if it's like smaller, you know, number, it's harder to find. Especially with MAC, they always use the number instead of like a name, like medium, light medium. So I love that they put it right here. I think it's super cool. And I love like they put like the logo right here. So like, you know, the MAC, can you guys see that? It's like, it's super cool. So yeah. And this is actually another revamp of one of their bestseller. Back in the day, their Studio Fix is a little pump with like a glass bottle. So I loved it. I remember Carly Babel really loved it, and then she was like, you know, it's glass, so it might just drop and then, you know, shatter. But I remember so many YouTubers using that one. I got rid of mine because I think in the end it smells really like strong, chemical-y. I just cannot stand the smell. I feel like it's a pretty decent concealer. I think it gets the job done. I don't think it's at the level of Tarte Shape Tape, but I also don't think it's horrible. I just personally cannot stand the smell when somehow, like, when you have it for a while, it's starting to have like a chemical smell. I cannot stand that. And also, I don't like pump on and then use a brush. I just feel like a concealer with a doe foot applicator will be so much easier. So when they whip out this baby right here, I'm like, yes, finally, good job, MAC, listening to what consumer actually want. So this is a new packaging. I still think, no, this is a plastic. So maybe they also hear the feedbacks that, you know, with little items like concealer, you might drop and you might not have carpet. You might just do your makeup in your bathroom and that might shatter everywhere. That will be a pain in the ass. Not gonna lie, that would be so annoying. Like, I don't even want to think about that scenario. But I love that they finally listen to the consumer and they come up with like plastic bottle and a doe foot. So yeah, this is a new version and it is 7mm. So I don't know how big is the old one, but I think this is pretty standard. So when you open it up, here is a tofu applicator looks like. So it kind of gives me the Urban Decay kind of like a vibe. And here is the shade right here. It's a little bit light, I'm not gonna lie, but it's winter time. I'm probably gonna just keep getting a little bit lighter because my skin, I get tan very easily. So like if I don't get tan, then my skin actually go back to like, you know, pretty like a light medium kind of shade. So I can't go too dark. Then especially for concealer, you use underneath your eyes. Nobody want like a concealer that's actually darker than your skin tone, you know? So last question about this concealer is that, does it smell? Let's find out. Oh my gosh, I think they got rid of the smell. Like I can't smell anything. I really don't think I smell anything. And it does not have their signature smell. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but you know, if you use the Studio Fix concealer in the past, I think you might get it. But this one, I think they get rid of the smell. Yes, hallelujah. I just felt like that's one last hurdle from me keep repurchasing this one, because I do love MAC. I do love their Studio Fix line. I just feel like with all the other like issues I listed previously, like that's what preventing me to keep coming back. But I think they finally listened. They really step up big time in terms of the packaging, the smell, like the tofu applicator, the design, everything. So I love it. I am definitely going to try it out and do a get ready with me so that you guys can see how I apply on my face. I know how my first impression will be like when applying on my face. So definitely stay tuned for that. Moving on, the next item I got is a classic MAC product. In my opinion, I feel like if you just want one product out of MAC, even though it's so hard to recommend, to be honest, I think they have more than one good product. I still would think that the MAC Lip Tensity Lip Pencil is really good. This is actually their new formula. They used to have pronoun wear. They have the regular pencil. I don't like the regular pencil. Please don't buy it because I don't think it's good. But ever since they come with the Lip Tensity, I'm in love. I actually don't own anything, but I did try it multiple occasions. So I don't know why I didn't buy it. Maybe because I have something else that I want to buy more. But this one, it's so bomb. I'm gonna tell you, this is just so bomb. I feel like this one and the prolonged wear is a tie, just because I feel like prolonged wear is more on like the creamier side. This is more on the pigmentation side. So that's why I'm like, you know, kind of torn. But I feel like their lip liner, like one thing from MAC, Lip Tensity and prolonged wear is a way to go, honestly, like hands down. And I got the shade Toast and Butter. So it's more like a, you know, fall shade. I think it can matches really well with a bunch of different like lip colors. For example, I have this Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink, and this one is in the shade number 75. It's called Fighter. I think this is such like an ultimate fall color. This is so good. Like look at that. Like look at those two together. Like I just think this is such like a good fall shade. So that's why I got it. And then this one, finally, you don't need to, you know, sharpen it. Because I think in prolonged wear, you still need to sharpen it. So they definitely also hear their consumers' feedback. That's also because of competition, which leads to my other point. Free market is good because that leads to competition. So anyway, they sharpen this. So it just makes it very like user friendly. So I just highly recommend it. I think you should check it out because you won't be disappointed. Alright, moving on, the next item I got is another new product that MAC recently launched, and it is the MAC Dazzle Shadow Liquid. And here is what it looks like, and mine is in the shade Stars in My Eyes. So as soon as I saw this on Trend Mood, I was so excited because I am a huge fan of the Stila liquid eyeshadow. I'm always for more competition because that also bring down the price and also encourage higher quality. So when MAC finally launches this one, I'm like, yes. We have been on this liquid shadow train for so long, MAC should hop on it. So I'm glad that they did. And this is what it looks like. I love this packaging. I think it's super sleek. And yeah, I just think it's a good packaging. And I love like the detailed design. I don't know if you guys can see, but it also have like a kind of a glitter, you know, design on the cap. So it's really like detail oriented. and open it up. Here is what it looks like. So I think the wand is definitely a little bit longer than the Stila wand, which, you know, I don't mind like whether the length of the wand, you know, that's not like a determining factor for me. So what I do mind is how it looks, how it swatches. So let's do it. Ooh, look at that. Oh my goodness. Tell me this is not stunning. Like, this is the most stunning thing I've seen in a while, honestly. This is so opaque and just pigmented, and this color is just, I think you need to go get it. I don't think I need to say more. I think everybody should jump on the train and get this color. It's called Stars in My Eyes. Actually, this has launched for a while, and when it first launched, I just want to buy it, but this color sold out online and in store, so that's why I got it now. But look at that. I say why it sold out just like that. So yeah, definitely go check it out, because oh, it is amazing. Alright, so the last item I got from MAC is a brush. You know, how can I not get a brush? I know Morphe is definitely way cheaper, and I do think some of the Morphe brushes are really good quality, so you don't really have a point to buy like a higher, more expensive one just for the sake of the name, when you can buy like a more, you know, affordable one for relatively similar quality. But I sometimes just cannot help it. Like if they have like a new shade or new design, I'm just like, I don't know, MAC has a special place in my heart, I guess. So I got this MAC 270S, and this is the slanted brush. I love that it comes with this protector, so it won't just like, you know, destroy the shape while in transition. So this is what it looks like. This will be used as a concealer brush for under eye concealing, because this is a perfect shape, and also it packed very densely. So when you apply like cream products, it won't just move around. So I really love it. I think this is synthetic. That's what asked me. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what it means. But anyway, I just love this brush. I think they're so nice. But I want to give you some comparison of some of the Morphe brushes, just so you know, like, you know, what's like the market out there. So I actually got this Morphe M173 from Ulta recently. I had to say those two are very similar, but I feel like MAC's bristle, I think MAC definitely use a better bristle, I'm not gonna lie. And I do feel like even the whole quality, like the whole material they chose, is better than Morphe. But the Morphe one is also very soft. I think this one I am going to use as an under eye concealer as well, just because, you know, why not? I like more concealer brush, because I feel like sometimes if you're in a hurry, if your beauty blender, for example, your beauty blender is one shade darker than your concealer, I don't want to use the same beauty blender to blend it out. But then I don't want to pull a new beauty blender. I might as well just use a brush, you know, to blend it out. So I think it's really good. So yeah, I feel like MAC definitely has a higher quality. If you like the name brand, if you like, you know, the quality, go for it. But as you can see, Morphe one is very comparable, not gonna lie. I even have this Morphe M335 right here. I think it's also very comparable. Like, I feel like all three of them are very similar. Like Morphe, this one is the biggest, then this one is the second biggest. This is the smaller one. But this one, I think it packs the best, like more densely packed. So yeah, I love all three of them. So I just depending on your budget and preference. But if you are interested in this MAC brush, I think you should definitely check it out. Okay, so yeah, that's all the stuff I got from MAC. I still have another one from Tarte coming up really soon, so definitely stay tuned. And other than that, I love you guys so much. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!